Hi class, this is your module for Charity in 2018, Religion 35, Being Charitable as a Continuation of Christ's Love. So to start off, we're going to start with a video of the Church of Latter-day Saints, just a compilation of them talking about what they believe charity is, and one good quote from that is, "Charity is love in action." So take a look at that video, it's just about a minute long, and then come back here. So starting with what is charity, we're going to look at the Merriam-Webster definition. Very cheesy, but it's important. So according to Merriam-Webster, charity is a generosity and helpfulness, especially toward the needy or suffering, or it could be considered benevolent goodwill toward or love of humanity. So the Alberta Catholic Schools Trustees Association describes understanding charity as understanding yourself as a moral person called to discipleship by living the life of Christ. That, in particular, charity in the life of Christ, is a little bit more complex. The best way that we can really look at charity through his life is through his actions. So first off, we understand that God comes to us in a form that we were able to understand, and that form is human, which is Jesus. So Jesus was an advocate for helping your neighbor, even when it's not convenient for you. And it's the will of God for us to live our lives like Jesus through caring for our neighbors no matter their significance. So by this, it shouldn't matter if your neighbor is a complete stranger, if your neighbor is a supermodel, you should still help them no matter their significance. Jesus does not judge us for our sin, he only asks that we change our ways. So through looking at this, if we kind of realize that we may not have been living the most charitable of lives, Jesus doesn't judge us for that. He only asks that we act upon it and improve it. So we can most clearly see what Jesus taught about charity through looking at his actions. So most clearly, we're able to see that he healed the blind, he brought back those that were dying, he cured lepers, but the most important factor of Jesus' life is that he treated everyone with respect, no matter their race, religion, or sex. He loved without expectations. He helped everyone who needed it, and he associated with those that were deemed outcasts or unworthy. So looking at charity work in our modern society, obviously it's going to be a little bit different than charity work in Jesus' time. So we are not expected to heal the blind, but we can assist our classmates when they need extra help. We can stand up for victims of bullying or prejudice when we see it. We can feed those who are hungry. We can live lives free of judgment. We can treat others in ways that we would like to be treated, the golden rule, and we can give our time without expecting anything for it, including recognition on social media. This is very big in our modern society as well. The last thing that we can do is volunteer our time at a charitable organization. So, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. A beautiful passage that's important to think about in regards for charity, because we can think of charity as just donating to the needy, or we can think of charity as a way of life. And if we aren't living a life where we are willing to lay down for our friends, and if our friends aren't living in the same way for us, is it really a life worth living? So why is charity important? Jesus taught and wants us to love one another, treat each other with respect, and live as he did. So yes, we are human and we are capable of sin. However, we're also capable of living a life full of love. It is just up to us to do that. So an elderly neighbor, a struggling mother, or a friend who does not speak English are all examples of those who can benefit from charity. Also, we can benefit from charity. No one is perfect, but we can live a life of love by accepting love from our brothers and sisters without letting pride get in our way. Jesus wants us to live with each other in peace and harmony, helping when help is needed without selfish intent. So how can you help? In 2018, what's there for me to do? We can assist at church functions, babysit for someone that needs a break, help a classmate if they don't understand, forgive your neighbors, become a big brother, big sister, cook for the homeless, volunteer at elementary school functions, cook at soup kitchens, donate your clothes, collect donations and fundraise for charities, start a student support group, and simply be a friend. So with that, we come to the end of this module and we're looking at your task. So choosing from one of the organizations below, organize one volunteer opportunity to attend to outside of class time. Once you have completed this, create a reflection in a medium of your choice. Focus on the following questions in your reflection. How is your experience a continuation of Christ's love and way of life wished for us? Was this opportunity easily attainable or too difficult for the general public? Explain. In your opinion, why or why not is charity important? Was this only appropriate form of charity, or is there more you can do in your everyday life to experience charity? After completing your experience, do you have a different understanding of John 15, verse 13? Why or why not? So, some charitable organizations that you can choose from are Big Brothers Big Sisters, Youth Empowerment and Support Services, Hope Mission, Sage Seniors Association. And if you have any other in mind, you can talk to me about it and we can figure something out. All right, that's all we got.